What if aliens are real and they live 1,000,000,000 years? And for fun they watch a TV show called Earth. And there's a bunch of different storylines, the moral isn't clear. And it feels like the writing's gone downhill in the last year. And everyone's a hero painted in.
So I think without any further ado, maybe we get Philip to come up here. Where is he? Where are you, Philip? There you go, sir. How about the director, Jeff Toy? Where are you, Jeff? Awesome. And Sunya, where are you? Mara, come on up here. Woo! And how about the 1 in a billion, Jason Mraz? Awesome. Wow, I think we think we're all your friends now. Right? You have 494 new friends, I think is, I mean, that was more than a music documentary. That really was an experience, and I think the beauty behind so much of it is the friendship. I mean, it's really hard to make a documentary, first of all. And then you need a subject, which is, I mean, Philip is, I don't know, adorable, really. I mean, and then we've got an amazing director and editor, and then you have a muse over here who has, you know, lived dreams and understands how to harness dreams. And so it was just the perfect combination, wasn't it? I just loved it. We really loved it. So, I mean, Philip, there you are. I know everyone asked you this question, but it is what dreams are made of, truly. I think people feel inspired because there you are, 31 people, and then boom, you know, here comes someone that you probably identify with. And, you know, how was that feeling for the first time? I mean, you did a good job going, hey, Jason Mraz. I mean, I thought that was pretty amazing. He could have flipped out, but you really just went right into a song. Was it the moment you've been waiting for your whole career?
That's an interesting question. I guess so, yes. I think you spend lots of time working, you know, in anonymity, and hoping that tastemakers or gatekeepers will see you or notice you or a hero of yours. And at the same time, that's kind of what was so powerful about TikTok and Instagram and social platforms where content is like consumed by strangers, that it gives you the opportunity to sometimes bypass the traditional thing that says you can't come in here and be seen. And that's the very first way that Jason saw me, was through a TikTok video that just through force of algorithmic wonder.
Because what's fascinating is your room was literally designed to express yourself. I mean, there we are in your bedroom or your bubble. And it was just beautiful to think about. I mean, who are you talking to? You turn on your phone. Is that for you? Is that, you know, art saves. I know we all know that. But there you are, 400 days in. Who are you singing for? Are you singing for yourself? What's going on there? Because boy, did you just keep going. It was pretty amazing. You put yourself in that beautiful position.
Well, thank you. I think when people create art for small audiences, they're making it for themselves. They're making it for the few people who are in attendance. They're making it like for the universe or whatever God they pray to or whatever, you know, for the energetic exchange of it. And I think just to learn something deeper about themselves and to participate in life in a deep, hopefully meaningful way.
Because Jason, you've been on TikTok, and there you are, you're going through. I mean, did he speak to you? What made you say, hey, you know?
I had probably seen a clip of TV show called Earth and or another song and thought, I like this. And so on another scrolling occasion, he was live. And I said, oh, I'll see what's going on live. And soon as I pressed live, he said, "Oh, hey, Jason Mraz." And I'm on the toilet. And I'm like, can he see me right now? I also thought he was AI. I thought, this isn't real. This just knows I'm interacting with my phone. And he said, I've written a song today. I think I'll share something new. And I was captivated. I left it running, and I left it running for about 45 minutes. I got off the toilet, and I went and made dinner, and I left it propped up, and I watched the whole performance that evening, and I was just really impressed with the songwriting and was just so happy to have entertainment that night at that time when, we were all in our little bubbles just looking for entertainment and connection.
Yeah, it was like a kindred spirit because, you both process your songwriting differently, but boy, do you really have you really do know how to express yourself. You come across, I love that you experimented with your emotions too, through all those phases. You're hanging out with microwaves and then you're, yelling at God. So it's an emotional gamut. Is that what songwriting has been for both of you?
Yeah, I think even that night I'm chiming in on the comments like, oh, your pre-chorus could be shorter or this, that. He's like, yeah, I got it. But I was so engaged and I love the process, and he's the kind of artist that's bringing you into the process and sharing new things, and especially on his 30-day songwriting challenge, it's very impressive. So just that journey of discovery is just so wonderful. I love to be in that. I love to be in that more than the recital of what I've created. I like to just go home and try to create something again because there's a really divine, magical, awake dream that's occurring when you create.
And then all of a sudden you're like, hey, I got a talented best friend that's a filmmaker, right? That was beautiful. When you sit in an editing bay, let me just tell everyone, there you have the whole world. He was amazing. He wasn't just a fly on the wall. He was a spirit in the room, it seemed like. There you were in cars, and it's hard. You brought us backstage, and, it was just masterfully threaded. Don't you think so?
Thank you.
Oh.
I will say this was by far the best screening we've ever had, so thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I don't know if you're aware, you're in Oceanside, California. We're in Oceanside. We are the little Hollywood. I don't know if you're aware of that, but there you are, and you get this call, and you guys are just like pulling suitcases out of an old dusty storage area, and then you get in the car, and then we fall in love with you as friends, and there you all are talented. And did you just want to capture everything? Did you direct them, or was there a true authenticity just hanging out in the car with you, right?
When we first came along on the tour, this was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Philip and I have been friends, as you saw in the film, since college. It's been 10 years, and same with Sunya. We all met on the short film that you saw the little clip of in the film. And so when he got this call, it was right after COVID, the lockdown. We were as stir-crazy as everyone, and so the chance to go on an amazing tour and capture this, we thought we were going to make some music videos out of it. That was our initial plan.
Did you know they were there, Jason? Were they stealth? Did you know at all?
Yes, but no, because I knew that Philip came from, at least where I discovered him was through my phone, and so I would hope that he would continue to do that type of storytelling even when he's not at home, and I just assumed he would. And so when the team came along, I was like, yeah, film whatever you want and have fun and make it your own. And again, I thought too, like they'll make some TikToks or maybe they'll make a music video. Or like, I don't know, I'm excited to see what they make. Yeah.
But it was really that invitation that when we got on the tour, what turned into this, this is a cool opportunity, look at this production value, these incredible stages and these adoring fans for it. Jason's fans are just as many of you know, are just the coolest people in the world.
Jason's fans are cool.
Heck yeah.
So the combination of the open spirit of both Jason and everyone he surrounds himself with, we just felt like we were in this creative pot that we could just do. It seemed like the opportunity was so great and so intense that we shot so much. And I think that's what made that night in New York feel like something was bubbling under the surface. Even though it was canceled, it was like, but maybe there's something else here. This place is awesome, and there's so much energy to what's going on.
I viscerally remember you on that night saying something is going to happen, because I was like worried, and you said something like something is going to happen, and I was like, what a bizarre thing to say, but you were right.
My eyes glazed over and
foaming at the mouth, something is going to happen.
You were hoping for an end of a film, though. From a filmmaking sense.
We didn't even know we were making a film. It was after that night. We got in the car, and I thought, man, there could be, like, that's an awesome act 3 of a movie where the opener gets kind of save the night a little bit, like Rocky or something,
And Sunya, I think you were the camera person in the crowd and with fans. I mean, you must have had some good vibes going through this tour. I mean, was that amazing to just be front row to the effect of
Absolutely.
The collaborative experience and songwriting and, Philip and Jason?
That was amazing. And also that particular summer where everyone it was like, finally we are free. And that spirit was amazing to capture, and how people just, like, the power of live music, I think, has never been more powerful than when people couldn't have it for a year and a half. So that was really beautiful. And I think that made me feel like, I should just capture anything and everything I could.
Because you were part of the story consulting. So when you sat in an editing bay, I mean, how many hours of footage did you have?
A lot, yeah. And the coolest part, I mean, another reason why the movie exists is during the sound checks, Jason and his team said, just have creative freedom, do whatever you want. So a lot of the times in the songs, when there are like close-ups of Philip, hopefully you don't realize it in the movie, but I'm not actually standing in front of him blocking the view. That's during the sound check. So there are all these little things that came together that allowed this movie to happen.
Also, just to give Sunya her editorial flowers, she had notes on every pass of the film, and it had a massive impact on the final storytelling. As a author and storyteller, for a career, it was invaluable having her on our team.
I mean, that was her book in the film.
That was her first book that was published, and since this movie was done, she has also published 2 more books. And she was on her first Comic-Con panel last week.
Yeah!
And she's amazing.
And they're married.
It's a magical bunch here.
We're not all married.
No, you're not. So do you...
Sorry.
That was a small car, though. That was... And Sam was cool.
Sam's the best.
Sam was awesome.
I wish he could be here today. He's in New York pursuing a beautiful career.
So what did you learn about tour? So you're the opener. I'm sure I want to get Jason's thoughts on this because Jason was an opener as well. So what do you think you learned about tour? What did it teach you, or what did you gain by it?
Tour is an opportunity. I think I learned that tour is the opportunity to introduce yourself to people, and so it's your attitude and energy is just as important as your music. Meaning, people are getting a read on you, like why you're doing this, and what I think people are really smart, and crowds know. They're, especially people who show up early to concerts, they're fans, they're people who are there to have an experience. And so I think it's an honor to get to open, and I think that's what I learned, is just trying to keep a really open heart with people, because you're there on invitation and you're kind of like there by the grace of the artist, and yeah, just like to make the most of an opportunity, but also just to have good energy and kind of ride whatever wave is already happening. Be a part of that crew. Don't like make it all about you. Yeah.
What are your
By
thoughts,
making a
Jason?
documentary about yourself.
Well, I mean, I had no idea they were making a documentary, and obviously neither did they. Well said, and I think whether you're the opener or the headliner, it is that. You have an agreed upon date that you're going to be in the same room, and you want to be healthy and present. You want to make as positive a connection as you can. And certainly as an opener, you may not even be on the ticket, but you're going to stand between the audience and who they came to see. You're like, hey, I know you guys paid a lot of money to see your headliner, but you're going to talk to me for 45 minutes. And how can I be of service to you and win you over this next sort of holding period now that I'm your opener? And I still end up opening for acts, and I started my career opening for many, many acts, and I know what a tough job it can be, but also what an amazing opportunity it is. And I thought Philip just crushed it. When we put the tour together, there was 15 of us on stage for a big reggae show. And there wasn't much room left on the stage to have an opening band. And so my crew had been asking, who do you know anyone else who could open? I said, I did see this kid on TikTok. He's really good. They're like, yeah, give him a call, see what happens. So I didn't know his number. I just DM'd him on TikTok. I was like, remember me? You want to come on the road sometime? And, in ways I was nervous. I was like, it's going to be a stark contrast between a solo singer-songwriter doing something acoustic followed by this ginormous dancing reggae show. But his artistry and his writing and his interestingness I knew would work. And at the very least, maybe it'll work for him. Maybe it'll just work for that 45 minutes that he gets to do his thing. And that's great for me. Yeah, because there's a stage, there's a sound system, there's time. Who can use that time well? And Philip was a yes. And I said, all right, go for it. It's out of my hands at that point.
Because it must take a certain amount of courage. I mean, here we have, he's loved locally and a coffee shop owner now with Valley. Where is she? Jitters Coffee Pub right here.
Hi, Valley.
So awesome.
She owns it. I don't actually
and
own
Billy's
it.
there with friends, and and he's got 1 billion streams, and he's got Grammys, he's got all kinds of jazz, and people are almost probably chanting when you walk out there. I just love that kind of courage. I mean, do you just believe in your voice and what you're saying so much that you just walk out there? You always walked out there with with humbleness and said, hey, this is who I am. And the crowd started to fall in love with you almost, it seems. So do you think that's the dream of an opener, is to work through your act? Or what are you doing up there, do you think?
I definitely think I'm hoping to win people over, so to speak. And I guess it does take a lot of courage for any opener to go up and I've done opening shows where there was maybe a mismatch of the audience or the band that was the headliner and me, where it was maybe the audience really wanted to see them, and you play through those shows and you do your best, and so yeah, any artist that plays an opening spot is very brave, and yeah, certainly you're hoping to win people over, and artists are a little bit a tiny bit selfish to believe that like the things you have to say are more valid and more important and could go on stage, and but it's also, you hope that that's why you work really hard at it alone, to make something that you hope is worthy of people's time.
Well, I think people love your time. I think, right? Do you know what is the goal here? What is the end goal for you?
The end goal.
Right?
I aim to be the biggest artist in the world.
This is it. This is what we're after.
The goal, I would like to keep growing and having more people hear my work. And I would also like to feel comfortable and happy and settled artistically, like spiritually. And those two things are always the two the two opposing things. Yeah, diametrically opposed that are always in my spirit. Like I want this to go bigger. I want to have more, and then also but I also want to feel settled and happy.
Because you wonder if it's ambition or if it's just force of life inside of you to want to express yourself. I mean, as artists, is that how you all feel? You have to do it, right?
Yes. I just had the pleasure of building a little stage at Jitters, a block from here, a little stage at in the corner of the coffee shop. So we could do shows there, for 40 people. It doesn't hold that many people. And and having been all around the world and playing on every stage and every iconic venue, when I get home, I just want to keep doing it. I just want to go back to the coffee shop and try my new songs. It never stops. I mean, my goal was, if I can just figure out how to stay in the arts and not have to have a real job. And I still feel like that. Even though I've had success, it's like, well, if I don't do something, I might have to get a real job. So I might as well keep writing songs and see where it can take me.
I mean, Jeff, what has happened since, are you just got paparazzi following you around now? Or
No, I mean, this is we're still on the journey with this film, and the hope is to sell it and have it put it on a streamer and share it with even more people. So that's the dream.
Are you subject oriented, or how do you choose your projects?
This one, as you saw, really just came together through serendipity. So I think this was my first film, and I fell in love with the...
Isn't that insane that this is his first film? To have that level of expertise?
I did fall in love with this kind of genre mash of documentary and musical, and so chasing that, I think, is going to be kind of my next plan.
Because the editing process is, I mean, do you dive in and complete one scene at a time, like that sequence that you did for the Alien? I mean, that was pretty crazy, amazing.
The
editing.
montage of all the people singing his song. That's one of my favorite sequences.
That was just beautiful. That's a lot of work.
Constant iteration, and that's where Sunya is. That was invaluable. Because there was a great little couple of months where she was writing a chapter and I was editing a scene, and then at night we'd show each other and tear each other apart and go off on our separate rooms and grumble, and then realize the other person was right, and then come back. And
because what was a sheer blessing for you was the soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, boy, you had a plethora of songs that you could just grab, which is always a challenge when you're editing. So it actually moved it and gave it more depth, because we could really see inside your soul the subject that we're looking at, pretty much. Did you feel that same way?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. And a lot of the material was fantastic, and then we had so many different versions of every song. There was the stage, and then there was the car, and then sometimes there was also a live stream, and sometimes there was a music, those sorts of things. So finding out, I thought of this movie by the end as kind of a puzzle, because I had all these different pieces, and I knew there was something beautiful that I could create out of them, and it was just slowly finding where things would click. And then sometimes, actually many times, things would just kind of happen that I didn't plan for. Like one of my favorite parts is the song that Philip first played for Jason on the live stream. The way that is kind of planted at the beginning and then comes back at the end. When he's playing the song on stage. I didn't plan for that. It was just I'd gotten to that point and realized I hadn't played that song. Oh, now I'm playing that song. Let's see if this works. And the content of the song fed into the moment in the story where that was needed. And honestly, it's just trial and error. I did 100 of those before that one clicked, and then you plant a flag there, and then you move on, and then you plant a flag somewhere else, and then you move on.
And hopefully you end up with a perfect circle, which you did. I mean, it was a beautiful film, right? we're gonna go to the audience, but where's Dad? Is Dad here?
No,
or-
I'm afraid my dad couldn't make it. He had to go back to his job as a public school teacher.
Oh, okay.
Which
Well,
he-
that's good.
Yes.
Lou, do we have the mics? Does anyone have a question here for any of these talented, lovely people?
Thank you all. It was such a great movie. My question is, on the pier, I would have given up but you kept trying and you kept trying. Jason, did you know what magic was happening down there? Did you?
I heard, and I was tickled by that. I was upstairs. We were all waiting to find out if we were going to go on. They kept telling us the hurricane, it could pass in the next 12 minutes, and then they'd push it back, okay, another 10 minutes. And word got to me that Philip was down performing to the crowd that was in the in-between level, and I was just so tickled by that. I had no idea they were filming it and turning it into what they were doing, but I was just like, yeah, right on. That's making the most of the situation, because I also knew that his set got canceled. And so to still go down there and find time to get that set done was just like really inspiring to me.
Hey, Philip. So, let me see if I can word this right. So, when the lockdown happened and you kind of found this technology that allowed you to connect with people, I'm sure it felt like such a relief. Like, oh, thank God, like I can still connect with people through music, using TikTok, singing into a phone. And then you moved to singing like in front of real people, but like in like a huge way, right? And having that immediate feedback of people applauding and laughing and connecting like immediately instead of like a stream of emojis. What is that like going back to doing TikTok? Like what is it like singing into a phone again after experiencing the tour and all that?
It's different. I mean, the first time I ever went really, really viral, like where it was like, wow, more people have seen this than I've ever met in my life. It was really actually mentally and physically disorienting. Like there was so many endorphins running through my body of being perceived and both the intense want to be perceived and fear of it, that it was a really strange experience. Performing in front of real human beings does have like a scale to it that is more manageable. Although I don't know what it's like to play like a massive, 100,000 person crazy show where maybe it feels like that. But the experience of being back on my phone, it's a little lonelier sometimes, but it is also wonderful too, because anyone can find it. Does everyone find it? No, but anyone can. And so there's something about the immediacy and the access of it that is charming.
I was just wondering how we can support your efforts to get it onto streaming platforms as an audience.
That is a great question. And I have a prepared answer for that.
Oh, why don't you repeat the question, because
So the question was how can we support our efforts to share the film and support its future? We have a very close friend. Her name is Capri. Is she? Capri will be in the lobby, and she will be filming audience reaction videos. And those, if you liked the film, we'll start there. If you didn't like the film, don't find Capri. But if you like the film, go find Capri in the lobby and Letterboxd too, and tell her why you loved it. Kind of like you would pitch it to a friend. So, why did you love it? And it could be short, it could be 10 seconds. And we're going to use those and make some more social content and then send it to the CEO of Netflix. I don't know.
Lou Lyles, yeah.
Hi, Philip and team. Hi, over here. Court. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. Great film, great showcase, great collaboration. I wanted to say I noticed that you got a goldfish.
Yes.
So, you did. You got a goldfish. Do you still have the goldfish? What did you name the goldfish?
I did name the goldfish. Its name was Spots. I got Spots in 2021. Spots passed in late 2023.
But Spots will live forever on film.
Yeah. Spots is more famous than like 99% of fish.
Very good. And I wonder, the fishbowl that represents however so many things, how has your fishbowl changed? What are you looking for in your future fishbowl?
What a question. What a fun metaphorical question. That song was, about like, maybe I need to do something or experience something because of the deep sort of isolation of the lockdown period. So I'm quite lucky that I and so is humanity, that we get to be together now physically in person, and it's amazing. It's so incredible. It's the best feeling. And sometimes it takes having it go away to realize what a blessing it is. So I feel super blessed just that I get to like go outside and be around people and play live shows in any capacity. So I don't feel as needing of a fish as I did, I guess, to overextend that metaphor.
Hi guys. Great film, by the way. Philip, I have a two-part question. Philip, she talked about courage. I wanted to know if you can tell us about like the courage or the anticipation or the fear of bringing the idea of the documentary to Jason when you guys figured out what you're doing. And then Jason, what your reaction to that magic that they captured was.
Well, we were nervous about it. I think the biggest fear I had was the perception by Jason or his team that the doc was like an overreach or an over. When Jason and his team had already been so kind to even invite me on the tour in the first place, to let us into their touring system, which is like a finely tuned, well-oiled machine, and to let us come in. So that was the fear, was that it was like an overreach, essentially, of like, I know you already, did me this huge favor, but also look, like here's me asking for more, and so that was the fear. But we worked really hard to make the film really great so that fear would go down. That was the hope.
And then I cried when I watched it. I was blown away. I had nothing to do with this film. So I'm happy to be associated. I'm happy that it was on my tour that this happened. But again, had no idea they were making the film. I just thought they were going to shoot some great content. It's like, go guys, go, good luck. And I'm getting on my bus. They're crowding into a van. I'm like, see you at the next gig. Good luck, you guys. So I'm honored to be associated with this film. And having been an opener myself and knowing what it takes to pack it all in a van, and sometimes you have to leave during the show because you got to just start driving. So you can get as far as you can that night, get some sleep, and then drive more the next day to make it to the next gig. And for them to have accomplished this type of storytelling, to show what it actually takes as an opener, to me, I saw my life in this film. I saw what it really takes to be that archetypical opener. And I was just so proud of what they made. Like I said, I cried not only at the emotional vulnerability that is displayed in this great cinema, but I just related to it so much and was so proud. I was like, wow, I don't know if this is going to fit on TikTok. This is very long. But was just so proud. I was just like, yeah, just go, just keep going. Like, you have made the most of this situation. It's just, it's incredible. Yeah.
Do you mind cameras? Jason, what's your relationship with cameras? Are you cool with music videos and filming? And what's your film life like about?
It's not, I love watching films, but I've never been comfortable on camera. Like, when I started songwriting and in music, to me it was about radio. It's like, I want to get my song on the radio. And I want people to have my CD and put it in the car. Like, I never thought, I wanted my songs to be more popular than me. And just let the song go and do its thing while I'm asleep, And then one day, around 2012, I walk into a radio station. I'm in my pajamas, because that's how I used to go to radio. You'd go in the morning, you'd just be in dumpy pajamas and a beanie, and all of a sudden there's cameras all over the place. And I was like, well, this is weird. And it never stopped, and cameras just became everything. It was like everywhere you went, it was a stream on a Facebook or on a TikTok, Instagram, wherever. And I had to kind of change my tune and learn how to do that. I never liked music videos because it was just kind of a lip sync, little song and dance. where I didn't write the song to this visual concept. I wrote the song for some emotional healing. And yeah, so music videos never turned me on either.
Because it's been an interesting, I mean, you've navigated brilliantly, obviously, through the music, industry, and that's been an added, the online popularity bit is different than a record deal. Like do you mentor people on that? When you see young Phillips around who are working hard and they're amazing?
It's the other way around. It's the other way around. It's like,
saying?
Philip, can you mentor me on this online thing? Because, my spaceship had taken off. I was already out there on the road. I was doing the thing when it suddenly started to shift into a more visual type of storytelling. And I feel very lucky that I'm still kind of coasting on fumes from a great, CD and radio era. I feel very lucky because I don't understand how artists today have to start out building an audience online, basically being home alone and reaching out to every one of those comments and trying to make a human connection. I come from a place where you can just pack it in a small club or a coffee shop and try to make those connections yourself. Yeah.
Anyone else have a question? Oh, yes, Lou, up there.
Hi, this is for Philip. Philip, you had an opportunity to be inspired by someone that inspired us for many years and to work really closely with someone like Jason. How has that experience changed your artistry? How has it changed your music? How has it influenced your songwriting? How has it influenced your performance style to have the opportunity to work so closely with Jason?
Well, Jason has been an influence on my songwriting since I was very young because when I was 14, I'm Yours was the biggest song in the world. I think, so that influence is from the beginning. In terms of getting the chance to, see him up close, I think I learned a lot about management style from Jason, about how to work with groups of people and be incredibly gracious and kind with large groups, with your band, with your admin team, the sort of hidden part of the music industry that can range from tyrannical to incredibly kind, depending on the artist. And I think Jason's a super nice guy behind the curtain, and that's unsurprising, I think, but super inspiring in terms of how to handle the industry.
We've just got time for one more question, I think, because we've got to get to some good stuff over here. One more question?
Wow, amazing evening. First, Jason, did you get some popcorn?
Yes, ma'am. I had a lot of popcorn, thank you.
Is that true that you made the popcorn?
I did, yeah. I made that. I bought that machine. I tested it out yesterday and I wheeled it on over here today. And made a bunch of popcorn.
I just wanted to verify.
It is true.
So I really just want to say thank you to all of you. I'm filled with so much gratitude, all the joy, the love, the vulnerability, the inspiration, creativity, just everything coming together tonight. Lucky to be here, and it's people like you and projects like this that help keep me inspired just to keep going with huge challenges in life and to do my creative work, not give up on that. I've been lucky to be doing creative work for a lot of years, and especially Philip for the year of 2020. I've went through some devastating loss and trauma and just can, really relate to so much of your experience, and just to see your journey and the platform that Jason provided you, because you made the choice to put yourself out there and take those risks, and look what's happened. So I'm just filled with tremendous gratitude. So thank all of you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That must feel good. It must feel good.
It feels incredible.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, all of you. This feels amazing. It's a dream come true.
There's a good house of people tonight, huh?
Great audience tonight. Oh, we have a question. Oh. Wow.
Can I play at Jitters?
Can you come back to Oceanside and do a show at Jitters?
Yes.
It's gonna have to be like a month-long residency because Jitters holds 40 people. We'll work on a date. Follow Jitters Coffee Pub. Follow Oceanside Film Festival, OIFF, Oceanside Film. Follow me. Follow Mraz Family Farms. Follow Philip Labes, and eventually you might see Philip's going to be at Jitters this weekend. We'll figure out a date and get Philip back in Oceanside. Yeah. Hey, if I may, we also advertised that there'd be some live music tonight. And if I may be so humble as to ask if I may open for you tonight, Philip.
That's very kind, yes.
Thank you. Yay. I wasn't sure what I was going to play. I kind of just wanted to read the room and find out what we were going to talk about and how we felt after the movie. And I'm going to try a couple of songs. One that I just wrote, because why not? When I first met Philip, he said, "Hey, I wrote this song today. I'd like to try it for you." And it's a song that I wrote this week, just kind of, if I could, it's kind of, yeah. It's a message to my former self. And it is a bit self-serving, because I love my life. And I just wanted to let that young version of myself know that everything's going to be okay. This is a message to my former self, the kid who believed in himself. You're gonna love your future self. I thought you'd wanna know. Life is beautiful. Your days are long and your nights are full. You've got plants and animals, and just enough to handle. Just enough to handle. A busy life, but not too busy for the night life. You must have done something right. Welcome to your future self. As years fly by, the time excels. But thankfully, we still have our health, and all the lights are on. You're gonna love your furniture. Where you live's the perfect temperature. You love your job and you don't call it work. It's a pleasure. You still write songs the old-fashioned way. You stay up late and you ponder. And the things you make are pretty great, if I do say so yourself. You must have done your best. Welcome to your future self. The future, it might be going to hell, but your journal entries found me well. I appreciate the love, and you will love your future self. So take your time and catch your breath. Here's one more day you cheated death, and life was like a song. It's like you knew it all along. I wanna thank you for being so dumb. Thank you for thinking that you could become someone. You made it through many a milestone, and it feels like life has just begun. Feels like life is a little more fun, and it feels like life is the one you dreamed of. Yeah, your future self you will be proud of. Thanks. Thank you. I wrote that on piano, so I was like trying to remember the chords on a guitar. I'd also like to try a song that's about movies. Why not? Like, we're in the movies tonight. So this is a song that uses just a lot of movie tropes to help tell a cute little story. Don't let... Oh, wait, there's an intro. You could be the song in my silent movie. It's you who put the motion in my picture. It's starting right now. I can hear the projector. Don't let the trailer be better than the movie. I plan on staying till the end. Dim the lights and recite your lines to me. Don't let it be a short film. You could be the star, you are brighter than the spotlights. Who wouldn't cast you in the role? You got the part, auditioning for my heart. You had me at hello. The orchestra rises up. Please don't let our scene get cut. This is where we kiss and fall in love. Don't let the trailer be better than the movie. Don't let it have too many twists. You don't need no camera tricks. You have your own special effects, and that affection keeps me hanging in suspense. Quiet on the set. Hey, are you ready for your close-up? You're a natural on the screen. With your eyes, you stop motion, puts my life into focus. You're the darling of the critics, but this movie's just for me. The orchestra rises up. Please don't let our scene get cut. This is where we ride off in the sun. the orchestra rises up. This is what I'm dreaming of. Let's make everyone believe in love. Let's make everyone believe in love. This movie is rated R's. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage our headliner tonight, Mr. Philip Labes.
Oh. Half a headliner. Thought I'd play one you guys know. Jeff found a genie in a bottle who said, I can give you anything you ask. You can have your wishes 3 and 1,000,000 more for free. It's unlimited, just set me to the task. Well, Jeff thought a while, said I want houses, I want boats, I want fancy modern art, I want tickets to the Met, I want my own private jet, and a rocket into space just for a start. Well, the genie waved her arms and made it happen. His every wish bolted from the blue. And folks all over town grew enamored, gathered round to admire the man whose wishes had come true. They said, let's hear it for the man who has everything. By good fortune, he was set so far apart. Let's hear it for Jeff, who's got everything, 'cause his wishes are only at the start. Well, Jeff heard their shouts and he grew worried. He said, everybody's getting in my way. The genie smiled as before. You got 1,000,000 wishes more, like you could even give a bunch of them away. Well, Jeff got confused and sort of quiet, till he finally said, I have just one wish more. I am satisfied, so I wish that you would die, so you cannot grant wishes anymore. Well, the genie's eyes got big and sad and shiny, till she finally said, your wish is my command. With an effervescent sigh, she disappeared before his eyes, and no wishes were ever granted there again. So let's hear it for the man who has everything. By good fortune, he was set so far apart. Yeah, let's hear it for Jeff, who's got everything. Every single fucking thing except a heart. Thank you all so much for being here. This is the part the movie doesn't show. The tuning, the dreaded tuning. Also, I would love to just give, there's been so many rounds of applause, but if we could give one to all the staff that have been working the event. I thought I would also play a new one since Jason did. I was like, I can do that too. I'm going on a trip
I'm gonna see my folks, we're gonna eat at restaurants, we're gonna tell jokes, and I'm not gonna look at the big, scary thing. I'm getting in the car, I'm pulling out snacks, I'm putting on music that helps me relax, so I don't have to look at the big, scary thing. Staring there at the window, hiding under my bed, or when I stop to check the clock, right there in my head. Well, monsters are just kid stuff. I'm braver when I sing. I'm not gonna look at the big, scary thing. I'm gonna go to work. I'm gonna work hard. My boss is finally gonna put me in charge. Then I won't have to work for the big, scary thing. I'm gonna go on dates, I'm gonna get laid. She'll hold me at night so I won't feel afraid. She says she can't see the big scary thing. Staring there at the window, hiding under my bed, or when I stop to check the clock, right there in my head. Well, monsters are just kid stuff. I'm braver when I sing. I'm not gonna look at the big scary thing. My bed is unmade, my dinner is burned, my lover is mad, my friends are concerned, but they don't understand about the big scary thing. But they say that they do, I just didn't know. They tell me they've got one of their own, and everyone's got a big scary thing. Staring there at the window, or hiding under their bed, or when they stop to check the clock, right there in their head. Since I can't avoid him, might as well let him in. I turn and say hello to the big scary thing. If you would like to stay in touch, I do plan to come back to Oceanside, but if you, and I'm excited about it. If you'd like to stay in touch, I also have a text line where you can text me and stay in touch via text, and it's kind of like a mailing list except via text. And all you have to do is text me, so I'm going to give you my number at the end of this next song, and then you can text me if you want. Cool. And this last song I'm going to play has a part you can sing. And it goes like this, the part you can sing. Na 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 na. One more time to get it. Na 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 na. What if aliens are real and they live 1 trillion years? And they've watched every single one of us since birth. What if aliens exist as an endless consciousness? And for fun they watch a TV show called Earth. And there's a bunch of different storylines, the moral isn't clear. And it feels like the writing's gone downhill in the last year. And everyone's a hero painted in the proper light. And the show's in multicolor, though it acts so black and white. In its 100 billionth season, for what it's worth, a TV show called Earth. As we gaze out into space, they're a few feet from our face, eating popcorn, drinking soda with their friends. Though to us it might seem cruel how they keep a betting pool on the way the human storyline will end. 'Cause everyone's a villain who just looks out for their own. And be careful picking favorites, 'cause they all end up as bones. And the ensemble is pretty good, the leads all mostly suck. And recently they trashed the set to make a couple bucks. And a plot like that has not been seen before. We might only have a couple seasons more. Ready? 1, 2. Na 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 na. A little louder. Na when the show is done, by war or storm or sun, I wonder would they want to watch again, or grow bored with what we do and move on to something new. Saying Earth was decent, 7 out of 10. I like the dancing and the music and the sea foam on the shore. Wish the writers had been kind enough to sprinkle that in more. 'Cause the war bits and the poverty I wasn't a fan of, but I really dug on all the parts where humans fell in love. See, they watched us from our primordial dawn until the very last one of us was gone. And one turns to the other with a clicker in his hand and says, that was fun, let's see what else is on. Thank you. Thank you. You're very sweet. Thank you, thank you. So, if you want to stay in touch, here's my digits. It's 312-847-4419. 312-847-4419. Oh, yeah, that's right. Why'd I forget my own phone number? Now, I think we should ask Jason to come out and play one more song. We're gonna have Jason come out right now and sing one more song. And after this, I will be out in the lobby at the merch table, signing anything you want, and hanging out and getting to meet all of you. So thank you so much, and please welcome for one more time, Jason Mraz.
That's very nice of you. You did have a nice finish. Well, I felt like I can't compete with your phone number, by the way. It's a tough act to follow. Okay. My phone number is 555. It's my Hollywood number. 456 78910. We tune because we care. I'm surprised in show business there hasn't become some sort of like tuning thing that happens. Like when I tune, like somebody comes out and does like a juggling bit and then like runs away. Just something else to look at other than me tuning. This on my kitchen table with snot bubbles coming out of my nose. I'd already had a lot of success with several songs and toured all over the planet. But I know I just have to keep going and keep growing. I'm not going to rest on my laurels and believe that one review is going to sustain me for the rest of my days. And I think that's what art is. I love how Carly said art saves. And I was pretty down in the dumps when I wrote this song, and I just turned to my guitar and I turned to my voice and I just let it out. And I sang for myself to bring myself back around and to cheer myself on, and I feel like I've been doing that this whole time. It's just trying to write songs that cheer me on to get me through life. The highs and lows, whether you're the headliner or the opener, like the future's unwritten. You know, you don't know where you're going to be the next day. And so all you can do is kind of prepare yourself to be ready for the next opportunity. I didn't know this song would become such an opportunity for me. I just needed to prepare myself to get through the moment. When I look into your eyes, it's like watching the night sky or a beautiful sunrise. There's so much they hold, and just like them old stars, I see that you've come so far to be right where you are. How old is your soul? Well, I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all of my love. I'm still looking up. And when you're needing your space to do some navigating, I'll be here patiently waiting to see what you find. 'Cause even the stars, they burn. Some even fall to the earth. We've got a lot to learn. God knows we're worth it. I won't give up. I don't wanna be someone who walks away so easily. I'm here to stay and make the difference that I can make. Our differences, they do a lot to teach us how to use the tools and gifts we got. Yeah, we got a lot at stake. And in the end, you're still my friend. At least we did intend for us to work. We didn't break, we didn't burn. We had to learn how to bend without the world caving in. I had to learn what I've got and what I'm not, and who I am. I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all my love. I'm still looking up, still looking up. Well, I won't give up on us. God knows I'm tough enough. We've got a lot to learn. I know we're worth it. I won't give up. Oh no, I won't give up. Oh no, I won't give up on us, even if the skies get rough. I'm giving you all of my love. I'm still looking up. Thank you all so very much. Once again, thank you for trusting me with your entertainment. A big round of applause to Jeff and Sunya and Philip on the amazing film that they've made. Thank you to Carly and the Oceanside International Film Festival. Thank you to Lou. He's been hitting me up for years to do a film project together, and we finally have one. Do you guys have anything else you want to say before we depart?
Jack, hey. Yes, thank you so much, Jason. Thank you, Philip. Thank you to the filmmaking team of Sunya and Jeff. Of course, the Mraz Family Foundation and the whole team. The Oceanside International Film Festival teams. Thank you to the Star Theater for letting us use this beautiful venue. We've got some wonderful shirts for you. One for you, Jason, Philip, also Sunya and Jeff. Yes, look at her. Yeah. This is Carly's idea. So, yeah, thank you. So again, thank you so much to the whole team and everybody, and we really appreciate you coming out. Again, osidefilm.org for our next super secret event that's coming on October 4th here at the Star Theater, and then our festival, which will be at the Brooks Theater in February. Thank you. Enjoy yourselves.